Alright class, this is the second video of Unit 4, Section 6 on the slope-intercept form. And we're going to kind of do the same thing we did with number 5, is we want to put it into our slope-intercept form, which is our y equals mx plus b. So what we need is we need what our slope is, and we need what our y-intercept is. Alright, well, slope is given as 8, and we're given a point that is on that line. So what we're missing here is our y-intercept. So let's substitute into our slope-intercept form and find out what b is, which will give us our y-intercept right here, what we're missing. Okay, so y is 1, our slope is 8, and x is -3. Simplify this equation and you'll get your y-intercept. So add 24 to both sides. So our y-intercept is 25, and now we can substitute into our formula. M is given. Our y-intercept is a positive 25. Okay, now I'm going to give you the slope-intercept form, and you're going to have to graph it. So, let's look at this slope-intercept form. To graph, we need the y-intercept, because that's our first point. And then we need our slope. Alright, so our y-intercept is our b. So our b is -1. And our slope is the coefficient in front of the x. Well, 3 is in front of x. So it's 3 over 1. So we start at -1 in our y-axis. There's our first point. From this point, we rise 3, go right 1. Or, I could do two negatives. I could go down 3 and then left 1. That will still be a point on that line. Okay, class, what's different about this one is we don't have it in our slope-intercept form. Why? Because we don't have y isolated. So we've been working a lot on this through our DMR, so let's go ahead and take this equation and isolate the variable y. So you want to subtract 3x from both sides. I'm going to go ahead and put that as a -3x plus 6, so I have it in my slope-intercept form. We want our slope and our x first. Now I've got to divide each term by 2. Now, I can identify my slope and my y-intercept. We start with the y-intercept. Y-intercept is your b, which is 3. So at +3, I make my first point. And then my slope is down 3, right 2. Or I could go up 3, left 2. And there's my line. Okay, last one here. I'm going to let you be quiet and read this on your own. Go ahead and underline key information and try to figure out what you need to solve for here. Okay, I did not give you the graph. We're not going to graph or look at the graph. I just want you to be able to write the equation that represents this function. Okay, so we've been talking about the slope-intercept form. All right, and if you notice, your b, your y-intercept, has always been consistent throughout all of it, okay? So what is something that does not change? No matter what do you have to pay? You have to pay $100. So that's your start. That's where you're going to start, with $100, paying $100, okay? And then the variable that changes depends on how many hours you're going to, what are we working on here? How many hours the closet organizer is going to need to take to organize your closet, okay? So to write that equation, you could say f of cost in function form equals 30c plus 100, or you can write it in your slope-intercept form with your x and y. I'll accept either one. All right, guys, I believe that's it. Have a good one.